Hello, everyone. For those of you who are tuning in, we are live here on Shaw TV. This is Soul Work, and I'm your host, Jeni Cousins. And our phone lines are officially open, so if you'd like to give myself and my guest a call, that number again is 403-539-6710. And on tonight's show, I have author Simon Rose on, who we've been talking about the children's books of paranormal and all kinds of history, really unique type style writing he does. So give us a call and we can certainly answer your questions for you. We do have a caller already.
Do we?
Online we do, Simon.
My goodness me.
And our first guest tonight of our viewers is Dee. Dee, you have a question for us.
I sure do. I just wondered if you could see any direction my life would be taking in the next year or two.
In what direction? Like in what part of your life? Because that's a very open question.
Yes, it is. Be it with activities, moving, or young adult children. Just wondered if you had any sense of.
Well, see, this year, the energy for this year is all about new beginnings. So you might take a look at, especially right now, of whatever projects that you want to put together, whatever business you want to put together, anything that you really want to manifest. This week here is the week to get that footprint on it and go for it. So I do feel a new project is coming in for you, and that's why I'm stressing out the importance more so to you, because this year for you could really, really, really open up and you could have a very, very successful year. And for some reason, I don't know why I'm getting this coming in, I keep on hearing Kelowna the West for some reason. So you and also I keep on hearing teaching. I don't know where I'm getting that from. So what are you doing? Like, what are you working on right now?
I do have a lot of paperwork, a big appeal coming up. You are right.
Okay.
So I think I will attack that with a vengeance.
Yeah, everything will, that's what I'm saying to you, everything will open up for you. You know, whenever we have a lot of uncertainties about certain things, we still got to go for it and then surrender it, as I call it, and what meant to be is going to happen, and just flow with the things. But for you, things are going to open up. Teaching, I hear again coming through for you, and just keep on moving forward, and just push your way through it. And regardless of these other people that are kind of around you that kind of stay stuck to you, as I call it, just kind of push them aside and keep moving forward and don't look back.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good sound advice. I'll take that and go with it.
Yeah. But just really, you know, that's what I'm saying. I just feel people kind of glued to you, and you're kind of stuck that way. So it's just like, hey, everyone, I'll kind of get to you. But as for now, I'm walking forward for you because, as I said, things are opening. So all of that's coming in. Your new project is opening up for you. It really is.
Oh, fabulous. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I hope you both have a wonderful evening.
Thank you for calling in, Dee. And if anything, you can, read one of Simon's books.
You could read all of them if you want.
Yeah, I think I will, because that's all part of our life, too.
Well, come and see me if you're near Indigo Books at Signal Hill on Saturday. I'll be there.
Oh, wonderful. I had missed that part. We will be there then.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks kindly. You have a great evening.
You too, and thanks for calling, Dee. So, it is a new beginnings this year for everyone, and it's how we go about it. It's like I work by the different energies myself. So whenever there's energies moving towards this part or this part or this part, I work with that flow, and then you'll find that things will open for you. Because like even yourself, I bet you see that when certain things open for you.
It depends, yeah. Sometimes you never know when something new is going to come up. And I think if you've just got to take everything as it comes, okay, well, this could work. If you don't go with it, you'll never know, will you?
Yeah. So what actually got you started to write?
Well, I don't really know, actually. I think I read children's books when my kids were younger. For the first time in many years, because I wasn't involved with teaching or with children before that. And some of the kids' books I read were great, and I thought I wish I could write something like that. but some of them weren't that good. And I thought, well, perhaps I could write something at least as good as this, and that's how it sort of started, really. Then I read these books about a character called Harry somebody. Harry, I forget the last name now. He was some sort of wizard.
Oh, yeah.
Him, and that was the age range I wanted to write for. Although I didn't want to write about that subject matter. I didn't want to write about mythology and magic wands and dragons and things. But it was mostly that age range, that level of scariness, I suppose, from 9 to 12 in those first 3 books of hers. That's where it sort of came from. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, and those kinds of things I find they're really popular, especially for kids, because kids can grasp onto that energy and go into that different zone world.
Yeah, I think some genres and topics and things are never seem to go out of fashion, really. I think, and that magic and just adventure in general just seems to be there. But as I said earlier before the break, I think you tend to gravitate to writing about subjects that you're interested in. If you're not interested in the paranormal and you think, well, I want to write a paranormal book, it's going to be much more difficult for you, and it's going to seem like work.
Exactly.
It's not going to be much fun. If you don't like history, then the research alone will
bore you.
It'll cause you a lot and and boredom. Yeah.
Exactly. And we do have another caller.
We don't, do we? My goodness.
We do. And our caller is Jennifer. Jennifer, you have a question for us.
Hi, yes, Jenny. I just have a question about, I've been having a hard time with my relationships in work, and it seems like it's been probably, I don't know, over the past 4 years that people that I'm working with, I'm just, healthy relationships, it's just not there in work right now, and I'm just wondering, like, is it something I have to learn in this lifetime, or like the people I've been working with, I just don't connect with.
No, you don't connect with them at all, because like with you work more with the heart center, and even right now up till mid-April, actually, we're in the Venus retrograde, which represents relationships. Relationships could be with family or friends or partners or whoever. So you might find from just the past few days up till mid-April that things might get really intense with communication with others, and then yet you might find that there's going to be different angles that are going to come up for healing and stuff, and we all get tested, especially whenever we have to work with certain people that we really don't care for. We get tested on, number 1, on patience, number 2, on judgment and such like that, and number 3, on how we handle the situation. So, there's always toxic people that thrive for drama, as I call it, negativity and that. And, with your energy, that's why I said right away you work more with the heart center. So for you to see all that kind of negative drama going on, it does take more of effect to you.
Okay.
So, it's not like you're saying, hey, I'm better than anybody else. No, it's not at all. It's just that you can kind of take the step back and just kind of observe and take a look at how they are and what they're saying and what they're about, and just look at yourself and say, thank God I'm not like them. So you're going to find that there's that realistically in any job, because there's always different energies around.
Okay.
So
I just feel like I'm being tested. Yeah, you're exactly right on it. Okay. Yeah, we all get tested with stuff like that, and it really comes down to how we get, how we handle the situation. And if it gets to a point where it's just really toxic for us, that's when you have to take a look at yourself and know your worth, and say, it's time I remove myself from this environment. Regardless of what, and then it's all fear. Well, I have a job, I don't want to, lose it. I don't want to, and I get that, and I understand that, but you have to really take a look at it. But there's a crystal called black tourmaline. Okay.
And that does help actually with negative energy. If I'm around certain people or have to be around certain groups or situations, let's say,
you know, and if I knew that some people were negative or whatever, I definitely would have that crystal on,
Okay.
just to protect my own self.
Okay.
So just, you know, just really, really, really hang in there, and, you know, at the end of the day, just try to, you know, reflect back on it and clear the energy and stuff. And you can always grab one of Simon's books too as a distraction.
That would probably make her feel better. If she read all of them, though.
Yeah, well, of course, if she read all of them and even bought all of them and then hand them out
I
to
would
the people at work.
recommend to forget about her workplace problems, to go to Indigo Books at Signal Hill on Saturday.
I love paranormal.
and buy all my books from me and get them signed, because the signature is free.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Great
Problem
advice.
solved.
Great advice.
And you can take a selfie
Yes, that's right.
and put it on
To
Facebook.
prove you were there.
Exactly, exactly. But thank you for calling, Jennifer. Just hang in.
Okay, thank you, Jenny.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And we have time for another quick call, actually. And our caller is Linda. Linda, you have more of a kind of a quick question for Simon and myself?
Yeah, I'm wondering. I've lived in Calgary for 40 years and suffered with migraines for 40 years, and they're certainly not getting any better as I get older. Is it time for me to leave Calgary, or is there some other thing?
You need because you're you're very sensitive to the environment here, and you're going to find that if you're in an environment that's especially more humid, such as the island.
Oh.
You know, or like down east, let's say, you know, Newfoundland area.
I was thinking of
Vancouver.
moving to Panama.
Yeah, yep. Anything like that, you're going to find that the energy with you is going to be more suited. Like in my house, I have, you know, humidifiers because it's so dry, and I have a small cough. And it's not because I'm sick, it's just the energy and the environment and the dryness and stuff like that. And you'll find that when you go to places like that, you know, it takes a little bit, but then you're going to be able to breathe better. You're going to, you know, find that this is really good. So,
Good to hear.
yeah.
Time to move.
And you're going to Panama, you said?
Yeah.
When are you going?
I bought land there in 2006, so someday I would like to build down there.
Well, this is a year of new beginnings.
There you go.
You know, and we can manifest, and I do it all the time, believe me. You know, we can manifest anything we truly, truly want in our life at any time, you know, as long as we do it unconditionally from our heart and our highest interest and our higher self. We can manifest anything just like that. I've done it instantaneously almost. So
I just want to get rid of headaches, so I thought maybe Panama would be a place to go, and there's lots of people down there from Calgary.
I would go. You know, you can go to Panama, or you can stay here in the winters.
Well, you'd miss the snow shoveling in Panama, I think.
I would, indeed.
You miss the snow shoveling and the icy roads. I mean, how could you
below.
live without that?
And just think, they can bring all of Simon's books.
To Panama, yes, that would be another suggestion to solve the migraines, would be to buy the books this weekend at Indigo Books at Signal Hill on April 1st.
Is that a guarantee?
Guarantee, because you'd be so focused on the books, you wouldn't have time to think about a headache.
Exactly. and I'm already getting the wrap-up sign already.
Yeah,
Already?
I know. Thank you.
Already, absolutely.
All good things.
I know, it is. And I want to thank my guest, Simon
Thank you.
Rose, for coming on tonight's show. And just don't forget, you can catch him at Signal Hill,
Yes.
Saturday, signing some books. And we are live here every Wednesday night on Shaw TV, and you can catch me on Facebook and Instagram under Jeni Cousins, and on YouTube. So have a good night, everyone, and we'll be back live next Wednesday evening.